How to automate marketing and sales alignment in HubSpot. That's what I'm setting up right now. Open your HubSpot portal and click the settings gear up top right. In the left sidebar, expand data management, click objects, then contacts, find lifecycle stage in that list. HubSpot gives you default stages like subscriber, lead, marketing qualified lead, sales qualified lead, opportunity, and customer. I use those exact stages instead of renaming everything because they already tie into HubSpot reporting. The first decision marketing and sales need to agree on is what moves a contact from marketing qualified lead to sales qualified lead. If that definition is vague, the automation just sends sales a lot of noise. Now create the form that starts the process. Click Marketing in the top menu, then Forms. Click Create Form. Choose Embedded Form. On the right, name it Request Demo Website. Do not leave it as Form 1 because this exact name is what you'll pick as the workflow trigger. Drag in first name, last name, email, company, and phone number. Then add a multiple choice field called What Are You Interested In and set the options to General Information, Pricing, Product Demo, and Consultation. That one field gives the sales rep something to talk about on the first call. Publish the form in the top right. Next, set up a score so HubSpot can separate a real lead from a curious visitor. Go back to Settings, expand Data Management, click Properties, then Create Property. Set the property type to Score and name it Lead Score. Add a positive rule for demo request form submission worth 80 points. Add a second rule for pricing page visit worth 20 points. That means one demo request hits the qualification threshold immediately, and someone who checks pricing and then engages can also get there. Do not build 20 scoring rules on day one because you'll never be able to explain why a lead crossed the line. Now go to Automations, then Workflows. One thing before you click Create, full multi-step workflows are available on Professional and Enterprise editions. If you're on Starter, you'll have more limited forms and pipeline automation, so some of these actions won't be available. Click Create Workflow, choose Start from Scratch, pick Contact Based, and select Blank Workflow. In the Trigger panel, choose Form Submission and select Request Demo Website. Every submission now enters this workflow. Click the plus under the trigger and add an if-then branch. Set the condition to lead score is greater than or equal to 80. That's the gate. If a lead requests a demo, the score reaches 80 and they go down the yes branch. If someone only downloads a guide, they stay on the no branch and get nurtured. On the yes branch, click plus and choose Set Property Value. Find Lifecycle Stage and set it to Sales Qualified Lead. That's the one change that tells your whole CRM this person belongs to sales now. Add another Set Property Value action and set Contact Owner to Alex, because this test lead is from the United States. If you route by country, create the country branch first and assign the correct rep here. I have watched teams send every lead to the same person and then argue about why follow-up is slow. Add a Send Internal Email Notification action. In the subject, type New Qualified Lead. In the body, include company name, lead score, and the field from the form called What Are You Interested In? Use the contact record tokens, not a generic message. Sales reps ignore a notification that just says you have a new lead. Then click plus and add Create Task. Title it Call John Smith about demo request, set the due date to 1 day from now, and assign it to the contact owner. The email notifies them, but the task is what actually shows up in their queue. Now go to the No branch, because not every contact is ready for a sales call. Click plus and add a delay of 3 days. After the delay, add a send email action and pick a nurture email you already built in marketing emails. I would not create the email inside the workflow because then it's trapped there. Add another delay of 4 days. This keeps the person engaged while their score stays below 80. If they later visit pricing and hit the threshold, the score change can pull them into the sales path. Back on the yes branch, add one more Set Property Value action. Set marketing contact status to non-marketing contact. This shuts off your nurture emails once sales takes over. Otherwise, a rep is on a pricing call and the prospect gets a generic newsletter in the same hour. That small thing makes the company look disorganized. After sales confirms the lead is a real opportunity, create the deal. Click plus, choose Create Record, and select Deal. Set deal name to Acme Website Project, amount to $15,000, and deal stage to Qualified Opportunity. Do not create a deal at the form submission step because a form fill is not a deal. If every demo request becomes a deal, your pipeline reports turn into garbage. After the deal is created, add a delay of 2 days. Then add another if-then branch that checks deal stage. If it's still sitting in Qualified Opportunity, create a second task called Follow-up and move the deal. That's a small reminder that keeps stalled deals from disappearing. When the flow is complete, click Review and Publish in the top right. Look over the summary, then confirm. To test it, open the Publish form and submit a test entry with your own email. The contact should get the lead score, move to Sales Qualified Lead, and the task should appear in Alex's queue. If the task doesn't show up, open the workflow history and look for the enrollment error. Once it's live, go to Automations Workflows. Click the workflow, then History. That's where you'll see errors after launch. Most of the time, the failure is a missing contact owner or a branch that had no action on one side. Check this the day after you turn it on. Also, keep sales feedback inside HubSpot. Add a property on deals called close loss reason, with options like bad timing, no budget, and wrong industry. Sales picks one when a deal is lost. Marketing can then pull that into a report and see whether the lead quality was off or the sales process broke down. That's the loop that keeps alignment from drifting. Finally, set up one report both teams look at. Go to Reports, and click Create Report. Use a custom report on deals and chart median time to first follow up. If that number goes over a day, the assignment or task step is broken, even when the workflow looks healthy. If this gave you a handoff you can actually use, hit like and subscribe, and leave a comment saying this was helpful because comments are what push this to other people looking for the same HubSpot setup.